Right now, Bitcoin is running in towards critical resistance, and in this exact video, I will talk about will this trend turn around or will the trend continue towards the downside. And I will also talk exactly about my next Bitcoin trade, my current ongoing Bitcoin trade, and my orders that I currently have set up, and much more important stuff that we need to discuss right now. So don't forget to slap up the like button. Can we once again slap it back above 500? And with that being said, let me jump straight away in towards the content. And on the 1 hour time frame, we can clearly see we are retesting the downward sloping resistance line for the third time already, and so far we have officially not broken above this level. And what we can also clearly see is that so far we have also not officially flipped above this very important 1 hour previous support that currently is flipping in towards resistance, like you can see. So previously around this level provided significant support right here for Bitcoin and also significant support right here, but currently we're not able to be breaking above it so far. So on the 1 hour time frame, we can clearly see we are so far still trading in a downtrend, and as soon, of course, if we break above this trend, the horizontal box and the downward sloping resistance line together, we could see a turnaround in the trend. And of course, if we then manage to break above this previous high right here, trading around 24.6k, I am then expecting that we're going to see a further continuation towards the upside, but only if we manage to break above the previous high right here. That is trading around 24.5 to 24.6k, basically this horizontal level that you can see right here. Furthermore, I want to be quickly pointing this out. Bitcoin has been pumping yesterday over the course of the weekend, and if we pump over the course of the weekend, we tend to create CME gaps, and we have also created another CME gap, and this CME gap is around 23.2k to 23.5k. And normally I don't really like once Bitcoin pumps over the weekend, and yet again, I don't really like once Bitcoin pumps or significantly dumps over the course of the weekend, because 9 out of the 10 times, you can see it right here, we create the CME gap, 2 days later we filled it up here. We create the CME gap, 2 days later we filled it up here. And basically every single time we create a CME gap, 2 days later we fill it up and we continue the trend. So this is once again important to pay attention towards. We are currently creating a CME gap, and yes, we're having a small little bounce, but to be very honest, this bounce is a bounce in towards resistance. On the 2 hour time frame, we are creating a breakout of this falling wedge pattern, and the falling wedge pattern has got a price target on top of the wedge, what means that the price target of this pattern right here is somewhere around $25,000. However, I will only trade this pattern if we do break above this range right here. I've been basically talking about on that 1 hour time frame as well. If we break the downtrend on the lower time frames and also actually on the 4 hourly time frame right here, then I can say, okay, right now we are officially breaking bullish on that falling wedge pattern, and we should also trade it towards the upside. I would not trade it already right here because the trend is still bearish, and from of the horizontals, we're just literally seeing a big rejection from of this level. If I'm looking actually about where the support was found, it was actually found exactly on the level where we've been talking about, the $23,000, right? The $23,000 was also the VPVR support, the level where the majority of the volume was traded, and you can clearly see it right here. Bitcoin once again found support on that level. If we break below this level, then I could expect to see a faster drop towards the downside. Why? Is because this is basically the volume support in the middle of the range, and as soon as we do break below it, then we could start to fall very quickly towards the downside for Bitcoin. Like I just said a moment ago, the level to watch is that 23.6k to break above of. Currently, I have been setting up a shorting position for Bitcoin because I am personally expecting we're actually going to see a rejection from this level, but not from the 23.6k, but from the 23.8k, a small little move back towards the upside a little bit further, and then I will be entering my shorting positions. You can see it on Bybit. I already set up my short position. I am looking for a continuation of the trend because on the higher time frames, Bitcoin is actually looking bearish, and of course on the 4 hourly time frame, we can see that we're currently in a lower low together with lower high structure, so it will be likely to form another lower high. And of course, if we do break above it to hit our stop loss, we could look at a long position on the retest. So this is basically a trade I'm taking with the trend, and I'm currently just looking at it, how it is going to be performing Bitcoin. And of course, if we clearly break back above that range, we're probably going to have a bullish bias again, but currently it's more likely to see a bearish continuation in this market right now. So that is why I still have got a short trade open. And also another reason why I'm looking for a short entry is because currently I'm still in a swing trade that is a long position. So I would like to, of course, take some more profits on my long trade and at the same time hedge my positions by also shorting Bitcoin. So that is exactly what I'm currently doing, and this is exactly the level that I'm looking at, 23.789k, and that is of course the level where I will be entering a shorting position with an approximately 5 Bitcoin. So that is an approximately $110,000 shorting position. If you're interested in trading yourself as well, you can check out the links in the description where you can claim a deposit bonus up to $30,000. On the daily time frame, we can still see the resistance to break, $25,000. There's nothing new on this chart right now, but I still want to be pointing out the resistance to break is $25,000. And at the same time, the reason why I'm a little bit worried and a little bit more bearish on the immediate short term is that the NACD and the RSI are both forming bearish divergence on the daily time frame, what is indicating that the strength is losing. We're having a losing strength structure, what could result in, of course, a continuation towards the downside. Looking in at the BLX chart, we can currently see that we're still trading significantly above the legendary support line. If we will ever touch it again, you will be the first one to know on the channel, and that will be, of course, a new very good swing trade opportunity if we will ever retest this level again. But anyways, if we will ever retest this level, you will be the first one to know on the channel. That was it for me on today's update video. If you did enjoy, don't forget to slap up that like button, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Goodbye.